Oxford United. So much potential to be a cool club. The first club I ever played as in a FIFA game, based purely on their kit colors and that cool Ox logo that reminds me of the Chicago Bulls. But they are not known as the Oxen, rather, they're called the Yellows, or the U's, which seems like a real waste of a really cool logo. Their stadium, the Kassam, is frequently made fun of for having 3 stands, as if someone forgot to build the 4th, and not enough parking. Oxford United, owned by a pair of businessmen from Indonesia, a country I've only ever visited as Sam Fisher in the second Splinter Cell game, and will therefore forever associate with rain and the color green because it was always pouring and Sam was always wearing those night vision goggles. But seriously, this was one of the coolest and most memorable levels in the whole Splinter Cell series. You got to infiltrate a television station in a tropical climate. Super fun back in the day. Alright, I'm getting off track. The League One promotion playoff final is at hand. Just check out this atmosphere inside Wembley Stadium, the place Queen famously rocked to its core.
I mean, I remember being a little kid sitting in front of the television and watching Queen perform right over there during Live Aid.
No, you didn't.
That was old Wembley.
Whatever, let's beat these guys. Garrett gets a start at striker and Gomez is back in net. Sammy starts at CDM, but he's on a yellow card, so we may have to sub in Van Vliet at some point. Things get chippy early. We're barely 30 seconds in when Lamine, I'm not even going to try to say that name, goes in too hard on Leon Stewart. That's a yellow card. Short time later, it's Pennyworth on the attack. A nice mix of short and long passes here to work the ball to Connor Mason. And if he'd place this one a little higher, we'd be up 1-0. But it does lead to a corner kick, and Oxford fails to clear. Mason nearly gives it up again with a lackluster pass, but look at this hyper-instinctive play by Leon Stewart. He hits the nitro boost to make sure the ball gets to Garrett, then Asgard. Look at the touch as he places it on a tee for Sammy Benchama. Sammy gives it a ride past Jack Stevens. It's 1-0 Pennyworth in the promotion playoff final. That's worth a replay. Stevens gets a hand on it, but not enough to stop that bullet. 20 minutes later, Oxford controlling at midfield. Gus Marion gets caught too far to the left, and no one is marking Joel Cooper. He's got the opportunity of his dreams, and he's on target. But wait just a second. Yup, offside. Oxford's not rattled. On their very next possession, here comes the equalizer. Billy Bowden from distance. Oh man. Gomez just underestimated the velo on that ball. Late first half, nifty back and forth passing puts it on the foot of Asgard, but he hits the post. The chances all seem to be going Pennyworth's way. Garrett gets a chance but can't get enough on it. Here's Leon Stewart waiting for an opening, then making a clever run into the box. Stevens with the save. Corner kick. Henry Groves gets a header, but it's too high. The momentum is clearly on Pennyworth's side, but halftime may interrupt it. The first big chance of the second half goes to Oxford, but Noah Mooring foils it. We work the ball all the way upfield. Connor Mason gets it in the corner and buys time for Lewis Garrett to shake free, but this point-blank chance is not well struck. Manager Luke Fox decides this just isn't Garrett's day. He subs Lewis out for the fresh legs of Ben Jacobs. Connor Mason is absolutely sure he's about to score the biggest goal in club history, but it's on the wrong foot and he curves it the wrong way. Agonizing, but Pennyworth are clearly still in control of this match. Oxford's defense is in shambles and gives up another point-blank shot. Jacobs can't finish his dinner. Oxford keeper Jack Stevens got lucky on this one. Less than 20 minutes remain when Daniel Van Vliet beats Cameron Brannigan to the ball, and it's on. Asgard dribbles, drops it to Jacobs, who slides it to Leon Stewart and then becomes a ghost. Stewart plays it to the corner for the overlapping Gus Marion. He drops it to Henry Groves, who puts in a cross that will be talked about for generations, as will this beauty of a header by none other than Benjamin Jacobs. Incredible team effort from the moment Dan Van forced that turnover, and the substitution looks like a masterstroke. All we need to do is hold on for 15 minutes. Oxford have nothing left to offer on offense, and the clincher comes in extra time on this dinky little goal by Henry Groves. We are going up. The final whistle blows, and for a second straight season, Pennyworth Football Club get to raise a cup.
A story of one side celebrating and the other distraught. Memories are being made.
Well, just look at those scenes down there, Derek. What a contrast in emotions. Brilliant for the winners, despair for the losers. But overall, the right team won today.
Yeah, you can see what it means to this tight-knit team. Real solidarity.
Well, this is special for everybody at the club. What a great moment for any young player. And this is what you dream about when you start playing football. When you're playing in the playground, you want to win a cup. Brilliant moment.
The cup winners.
It's kind of a weird cup because it's for third place, but what a season it's been. Cue the fireworks. Let's take some pictures. These lads have certainly earned their moment at Wembley Stadium.
At this Wembley. You know, the one that Freddie Mercury never stepped foot in.
We had 12 shots to just 3 for Oxford, and we are going up. There's a lot of work to do to prepare for the championship. Several players will be leaving. We'll need upgrades at 1 or 2 positions. So next episode, the season recap, and evaluation of how each player in the squad performed, how much they developed, and whether we want to keep them around. Is it time to sell some of our top guys and bank that money for a bigger stadium? Is it time to bring up anyone from the youth academy? What about that striker we loaned out? How's he doing? All that, plus team awards and the goal of the year. Thank you as always for watching, and if you get a chance, raise a glass to Alfred J. Pennyworth. His legacy grows with each trophy.
I bid you farewell and good luck, morons. Bye.